guys, it's Roy here from ArtWilco12 and EpicDroid.com. Today we are going to take a look back at the Pixel XL. The original Pixel XL came out on October 4th of 2016. It is now October of 2017, so the Pixel XL is a full year old. The Pixel 2 and the Pixel 2 XL have both been announced, and people should be getting their pre-orders any day now, if they haven't already. So let's take a look back at the original Pixel XL and see how it has held up over this last year. So when it was first announced, I was super excited for the Pixel XL. It was an awesome looking phone with a lot of great features. The best part was that Google was taking a very Apple-like approach with the device, and they were controlling every aspect of it. They weren't controlling just the software like they had in the past, they were also controlling the hardware. They would be able to give us an Android device with Android on it the way that it was meant to be. I got the device and I did enjoy it. But after using it for a little bit, it just wasn't exciting as I had hoped it would be. It felt like Google had taken a rough draft of the final device and that they rushed it out to the market to get something out there. So on the outside, the Pixel XL is a great looking device. It has a 5.5 inch screen with a 1440 by 2560 resolution. The glass is made from Corning Gorilla Glass 4 and it covers the whole front of the device. Up top we have a front facing 8 megapixel camera, an in-call speaker, and various other sensors. The back of the Pixel XL is mostly aluminum, with the top third of the device being made up of glass. Beneath the glass, we see the primary 12 megapixel camera, the flash, as well as other sensors. Towards the bottom of the glass section, we have the fingerprint scanner. At the base of the device, we have the USB-C charging port, a microphone, and the single speaker. As far as specs go, the Pixel XL packed a pretty good punch. It came with a quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 821 processor, 4 gigs of memory, and a 3,450 mAh battery. The Pixel XL was one of the first devices that came with 4 gigs of memory, and it was an awesome example of what you could do with the right amount of memory when paired with an awesome processor. It originally came with Android 7.1, but it has since been updated to Android 8.0, also known as Android Oreo. Now let's go ahead and dive into what it is I love about the Pixel XL, and then the things that I'm still not quite a fan of after this last year. The first thing about the Pixel XL that I love is the camera. The Pixel XL takes amazing photos, with some of them outshining my much more expensive DSLR camera. Another one of my favorite features is the battery life on the Pixel XL. The 3,450 mAh battery does a great job of keeping my device powered all through the day. So the third thing on my list is the specs. Yes, the specs are old news compared to some of the devices that have come out since the original Pixel XL, but Google has one big advantage that they didn't have before. After they released the Pixel and the Pixel XL, they started building Android specifically for the Pixel and Pixel XL. The Pixel and the Pixel XL are the perfect blend of specs and software optimization. Google has made a device that absolutely flies. No matter what I try to do, I've never once gotten it to slow down or to stutter. So now that we've talked about specs and some of the better aspects of the device, let's go ahead and let's talk about those things that I'm not such a fan of still. So the very first thing I noticed with the Pixel XL as well as the Pixel was the huge chin at the bottom of the screen. There is a giant piece of empty space beneath the display that serves absolutely no purpose. They could have used it for anything. They could have put a logo on it. They could have put capacitive buttons. They could have put a front-facing speaker, or even, they could have put the fingerprint scanner there. There's so many things they could have done with it, but they didn't do anything with it. And so it just feels like it's a bunch of empty, wasted space. So my second complaint is the speaker. Rather than using that chin to put a front-facing speaker, they went ahead and they put an underpowered speaker on the bottom of the device next to the charging port. Yes, it's a okay speaker, but it's severely underpowered and it has a lot more potential. Even if they didn't do a front-facing speaker, they could have put a better speaker in there that had better quality. So next up is the glass on the back. I really like the look of it, but it is physically impossible to use the phone without a case and not get that back scratched up. The aluminum holds up really well, but the glass does not. If you don't mind a lot of scratches, you'll be okay. But if you're like me, and if you want that device to look good all the time, you're going to need to throw a good case on it. So when it first came out, my biggest complaint about the Pixel XL was the price. You were looking at $800 for the base model and $900 for the 128 gig version. The Pixel XL was a great device, but I didn't feel it was worth that much money. So fast forward to today, and that complaint has essentially been nullified. The Pixel XL can now be purchased for around $500, which is a much more reasonable price. So now the big question, would I recommend the device today? I would have to say yes. Back when it first came out, it didn't feel like the device was complete. It felt like a rough draft. It was missing a lot of what I considered to be key features like waterproofing and wireless charging, as well as some of the things that I mentioned earlier. But after using the device for a year, and now that the price has gone down quite a bit, I can honestly say that I've enjoyed using the device, and it is a great device. Do I wish Google had done things a little bit differently, and do I wish they had spent more time on it? Absolutely. But despite my complaints, the Pixel XL is still a solid device and it has stood the test of time. If you would like to order the Pixel XL for yourself, I'll have links in the video description down below. So if this video has been helpful to you, please remember to give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you don't already, please remember to subscribe to us on Twitter and YouTube so you can stay up to date with all of our latest content. And as always, I just want to tell you guys thank you for watching, thank you for all your support, and you all have an awesome day.